So an elephant or a donkey may come to mind when thinking about politics, but what about a snapping turtle or a mouse?
Not really.
No, I was going to say not really. Well, those are two animals that could be in the race for Lake Superior Zoo's first ever mayor of the zoo. There's going to be 5 animals in the race. Zoo organizers say that a red fox, American black bear, and African bullfrog are among those who might be campaigning. The winning animal will serve a 2-year term acting as a voice for the zoo. Voting for the primaries starts next Friday and ends September 15th, with the general election for our new mayor of the zoo ending on November 10th. Voting is free and it takes place. Has to be in person at the zoo. Actually, they actually say it's online as well.
Do we need to register to vote for this?
You might have, I think registration is probably the cost to go see the zoo.
Gotcha,
I think,
yeah.